I want to talk off script about service. What does service mean? What exactly is service? What is serving? And I come at it from a biblical standpoint, right? Where the Bible says, if you can do something good for somebody, you ought to. If you have the ability to do something good and to help somebody and to bless somebody, you better do it, right? It's bad. I don't know if it's necessarily a sin, but in the way I interpret it, it is if you don't bless somebody when you can and when you should and when you ought to. I like that, using that word ought. And so I try doing that in the things that I'm doing with my positions as exec director and as, MedLife co-founder and all of these other ways, and student body president formerly and resident assistant, and, through church stuff and through school and all these different ways I try serving. But it doesn't seem like serving gets you where you want, but that's not the point, right, of servitude. But I think that if more people were to serve as intended, I will help you even if you can't help me back, right? I will help you, I will aid you, I will assist you, not by chopping off your arm and, giving it your arm and your legs or whatever, not just destroying yourself, but serving in little ways like, hey, I appreciate you, here's a meal, or I appreciate you, let me help you with this project a little bit in this way and that way. Let me connect you, let me do this. Just the little ways that people can help each other. I feel like we've gotten away from that. We're also connected, but we're also disconnected. And that disconnect from social media and from the internet and from all these things has really declined, I think, faithful and honest servitude. And I might be wrong. It might just be my personal experience that I'm bringing this to. But as I, watch and as I do things, I do all these things basically volunteering. Everything I do is basically volunteer. I don't get paid hardly for any of it. Nothing. And I see people, joining clubs, joining our clubs, joining my club, and organizations, and not doing things because they don't necessarily get anything out of it. And it's like, that's not always the point. It's to get something out of it, right? And maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. And I think that's a biblical way, a faithful way of thinking. But like I said, I could be wrong. And so I would love to talk about this in a broader way, but this is all I got for now.